we've all had the desire to actually start our own side hustle so that we have some extra income to take care of our expenses or for our next trip or so on. Whatever the reason is, and whatever position you're in life right now, whether you're a student, you just graduated, you're looking for your first job, or you're a young executive in the corporate world, I'm here to tell you 3 quick tips which you can use when you're starting your next side hustle. So, tip number 1 is always pick your niche. So, what I mean by this is, don't just jump on the bandwagon of something which is currently trending or is currently hot. Always think first, is that something which I want to do? Is that something which I'm good at? So when you pick your niche, you look at your own strengths. Perhaps you have an interest, your hobby or your talent is something like dancing, music, magic, makeup, photography, whatever it may be. If you actually think that, hey, I can take this skill which I have and I can make money out of it, then you already have your niche. Which brings me to the second point, which is plan your execution. You see, it's good to have your niche, it's good to have an interest, a hobby, something you're really good at, but you need to have an execution on how you actually want to provide this service or provide this value to your customers or your potential customers. So when you plan your execution, you got to know, like, once a customer comes to you and say, hey, I want to buy your product, hey, I want to use your service, what is the next step? You got to know the steps beforehand. You can't be like providing your product but not having the steps to take after customers say, I want your product. You got to have that ready. And that brings me to my third tip, which is always seek knowledge and advice. So what I mean is, don't just go to any random person and ask them for advice. You probably won't get any good advice, or you would probably actually be told not to do it. So what you should do is look at the people in your circle, alright, and think about, are there anyone who's doing something similar to what I'm doing, and are they successful at it? So once you see that, you go like, okay, try to approach them and ask them for advice and seek knowledge from them on how they actually did it and what were the mistakes they made, what were the obstacles they encountered. So this would give you an insight into, when you start your journey, what would you actually experience. So once you experience it, then you would know how to actually navigate that. Instead of getting stressed out or giving up, you already know what to do. Well, then comes the question, Arvind, no one in my circle, friends, or in my circle, my community, no one actually knows how to do what it is I want to do. Information and is available everywhere, no matter where you go. It's available on the internet, it's available on YouTube, it's available on Facebook, everywhere. And you have books, ebooks, you can get them practically online or at the bookstore. So all you got to do is look at the people who are successful in the world in your niche, and then buy their books or read their knowledge or watch their videos and learn from there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, kindly leave a comment below, or subscribe to my page, or follow my page at Arvind Arash. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.